Hello, it's the Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. Today we've got two replays to show you in the Tier 8 German tech tree medium tank, the Indien-Panzer. Now this tank has also recently had a change in the recent sort of change upload, and what they have done is they've increased the horsepower from 500 to 550 to allow you to get to that top speed of the tank a lot faster, and just allows the tank to move around the map a bit quicker. You've also on the 9cm gun, which will be the gun that you'll use when you're fully upgraded. They have changed the reload from 7.5 to 8 seconds standard, but they have changed the alpha of the tank from 280 to 300. And this tank, the Indien-Panzer, it was always really good, and with this change, just that little boost of alpha damage is even nicer now, as well as that sort of horsepower. And yeah, really enjoyable tank. So I've got two replays to show off today, so I'll just stop rambling, get on with the replay, and we can see how this tank gets on. Okay, so here we are for replay number one then on Airfield. We are platooned up with Swindle 321. And this is a top tier matchmaking with two light tanks and two artillery. If you want to see my equipment and loadout, you will see that at the bottom of the screen right now. So what we want to do initially is show off our fantastic driving skills. Great start to the game, but thankfully we had an Earthshaker behind us who was able to help us out there and get us back on the way. So yeah, just, you know, maybe don't do that when you play your Indien-Panzer, but we got away with that. Maybe some style points, I don't know. So we're going to go and try and play this sort of position on the left-hand side of the map initially. See if we can maybe get up into this ridge on the right and potentially get any shots. But as that happens, an enemy light tank sort of comes around, and we definitely want to punish that tank if we can. And we do get our first shot in. High rolling slightly for 307, getting us away with on this game. So there are two artilleries in the game, so we've got to be a little bit conscious of that. But I'm hoping this light tank, I might be able to just take care of this light tank right now. Unfortunately, I derped that first shot, but he's come back across, and yeah, probably wasn't the play. We managed to pick up our first kill there, confirming 500 damage as well. And now I'm going to see if we can try and push around and get aggressive on these tanks. I'm a little bit concerned that you see a tracer come past there. There's some tank destroyers which might be able to shoot us in the side. I bounced 135 then, so I'm thinking maybe that's the E25 which is in this game potentially. But hopefully if I stay to this rock here on the left, that tank destroyer shouldn't be able to shoot me unless I back up too much. Now we do have a Swindle 321 up a 2-mate helping us out here, and we're going to try and bully these tanks as quickly as we can to get rid of them and just, you know, start progressing on this game. It does have 10 degrees of gun depression in the Panzer, so you can sort of play ridge lines quite well. The armour can be pretty decent as well, like you can bounce shots with the Indien-Panzer. Like, I wouldn't just rely on bouncing stuff, but when you are playing against tier 8 tanks, you definitely do have the capability of bouncing a few shells. Try and get a shot into this medium auto loader at the top, the T69. We get a nice shot in place, and hopefully we can track him in place. Our team might be able to take care of him. We wasn't able to get the track shot, but we do get one in, putting us on to just shy of 2,000 damage with 2 kills now. And I'm guessing that tank is now on reload. But as you can see on the mini-map, it kind of looks like the team are pushing across towards our base. And I want to try and get in a position to get shots into these tanks as that happens. So I'm going back to this ridge where now if they push across in the open, I will have shots. Try and sneak a shot there into the Tiger 2. Wasn't quite able to get that shot in, but if he does continue to poke up on this ridge, I will have shots available, maybe through the lower plate. If possible, I'd like to get a shot through the drive wheel and track him in place, but at the moment he's not pushing up and further enough for us to commit and get that shot into them. It's still a pretty even game, 11 versus 10 at the moment. Object comes around, we get a nice shot into that tank, damaging his fuel tank. Obviously it's a Soviet heavy tank. If we get another shot in, we might be able to set him on fire there. We do get that shot through the drive wheel of the Tiger 2, hopefully to get another one in. I'd like to keep him permo-tracked here, and then we can take him out as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, that shot just doesn't hit where I want it to, and he gets away from us now back into cover, and we do eat one in return. But having a decent start to this game with 2,600 damage now, and yeah, 2 kills of our own. But we are actually starting to lose this game. It's now at 7 versus 9. We are a few tanks down. Also, I'm conscious the enemy team just driving around and start to cap us out in the base. But thankfully, I'm not that far away to get back and get to the reset if needed. And this tank is, you know, fairly movable. You've got a top speed of 55 kilometers an hour. With that increased engine power this tank now has, you can get to, you know, your top speed if you're on decent terrain, you know, pretty well, and it's a pretty much good all-round tank really. You can bounce a few shots, you have the good mobility, you have gun depression, you have good DPM as well. I think my DPM is probably about 3,080. So me and Swindle are now going to move up and see if we can deal with this Tiger 2 and these 2 tanks there, because I do have a tank in the cap circle, so I would like to try and kill these tanks as quick as we can. Enemy tank destroyer pokes up on the top hand side. We get one shot in. We'd really want to finish this tank off. It gets finished off by our friendly Chara main there, and we don't have to concern ourselves with that tank now. Tiger 2 is a one shot. We're going to look to finish him off through the lower plate, which we do. Picking up our 3rd kill, putting us under 3,074. Damage now in a 4 versus 4 with the enemy artillery trying to get shots into us. So we need to try and move, get out of the way of that enemy artillery. We don't have to worry about the cap circle now. There is a platoon, well, there is an enemy E25 left, and I think enemy Leo. I think they're in the same platoon. They're actually pretty decent players as well. So we've got to be careful of those. Obviously, E25's a very, very dangerous tank. Because it's got so stealthy, it's going to be a nightmare for us to spot and detect. I have no idea how many hit points they are left on. So we're going to move up with Swindle. He's only on sort of just shy of 300 hit points left now. I'm on about 724, so I can eat a couple of shots. We're going to just move in and just take care of this enemy artillery, and then we can try and go back. Like I said, it doesn't look like the enemy team are looking to cap us out. I did just take note of that enemy tracer there for the other enemy artillery shell, so we know roughly that they're at about sort of B6 sort of location. Swindle takes out the first artillery there, killing the GW Panther, and now we're in a 3 versus 3. Me and Swindle and our friendly artillery versus a enemy Leo and an enemy E25 who are also in the platoon, and it looks like they're probably going to go and take out our tank destroyer now. Up in the sort of C1 location, and that is going to leave it just to me and Swindle. But what I want to do is, why this E25 is taking out our friendly equalizer, I want to try and track down that other enemy artillery who we have managed to spot. We get one shot in there, putting them onto a 2 shot to us, and then we spot this Leo in the middle there, which we want to try and get out of the way so we can't get side shots in. I'd love to be able to finish off this enemy equalizer, but I am conscious of the fact that the enemy E25 will probably be coming this way. I'm not going to be able to detect the E25 unless the E25 fires at us, and then it's going to lose concealment value, and then I might have a chance, but otherwise it's going to be a nightmare for us to detect. We just poke up just to see if we can spot this enemy Leo, but it looks like he has retreated and he's no longer on that ridge, or at least he's not in our point of vision there. So we're going to try and progress forward and see what we can do. Like I say, the E25 is in the back of my mind. That's the tank I'm concerned with the most. Obviously, the enemy artillery is now retreated, which is not ideal for us because it's a fast artillery. It can then start shooting at us while we're trying to deal with the other tanks. I want to try and find where this Leo is. Now, get detected. Artillery's looking at us. I suspect the E25 is, you know, the tank which is detecting us. And the enemy Leo, who is full health, comes around. The enemy E25 shoots us, but he is in a position where our friendly platoon mate Swindle can take him out. He does a fantastic job at taking him out. And now we've got this enemy Leo and trying to work out what gun he is using. And it looks like he's using the small gun with a small alpha. So I decide I'm just going to go in on this tank, because hopefully if I get the ram off, I might be able to kill this tank before, you know, win the DPM trade. It's going to be close. You know, is he going to be able to finish me off? I should just do it. And we do take him out, picking up 4,400 damage, 4 kills, and now trying to evade that little artillery, which is the last tank remaining. So we should now, unless he gets a lucky shot on us, be able to take him out. I'm pretty confident between myself and Swindle, we're not going to lose this, although I am very, very low on the hit points. So we're just going to try and track him down. He was at C1. I suspect he's probably going to run because, like I say, it is a fast artillery. And you know, unless he just stays and looks at the shotgun on us, maybe. But you know, by the looks of it, he has run. So we just need to just keep up this pace, try and just track down this artillery so we can take him out, and just, you know, finish this game off strong and try and maybe pick up another kill. He does get spotted there on the left. He gets put on a one shot, and then what do? I need to hit this shot, and I completely fluff it, and yeah, missed a shot, and that's annoying because that means the artillery is just now going to get away, and we're kind of playing a bit of cat and mouse here, trying to catch up to this enemy artillery shell, and just take him out. Like I say, we're going to win this game. It's just about finding this artillery. Unless he gets something really lucky, it takes me out and then maybe just keeps running for the whole game, we should be able to find him. So there he is. We're trying to track him down. Swindle's going to go up on the main ridge to try and track him off. I'm going to keep following him down on the right hand side, and hopefully we can just catch him before he just escapes again. Just want to try and keep him detected if possible to see where he's going. But he is faster than us, even though this tank is quite quick. You can see that we're like, you know, up to what, 60 kilometers an hour now. I mean, the top speed is 55, but when you get down a bit of a slope, you can pick up the top speed quite well. And hopefully there he is. Swindle might be able to get a shot in and finish him off here. If not, I'll hopefully be able to get the kill. I think at this point I was actually saying to Swindle, let me get the kill, because then I'll probably pick up the ace tanker for the video. But also I just want this tank to die at this point, because we're just chasing him down. But we should have him now. Like this, he should be nowhere for him to go. He's now backed in a corner. We're going to go round. We should have the kill. We do finish him off and bring us an end to replay at number 1. So that is it for replay number 1. It's a bit of good teamwork there with Swindle 3-1, which was always nice. We both have a nice game there. Picking up, 10 kills between us, I think. I get sort of 4,600 damage and the first class. Yeah, we do get 10 kills between us. So both have a nice, decent game. But that is it for replay number 1. But I have one more replay to come. So let's move on to the second and final replay of this video. Okay, so here we are for replay number 2. This time we are by ourselves. We are playing solo. It is tier 9 matchmaking. There is 1 enemy light tank and 1 enemy artillery on Razari. And we are going to initially go and play the castle, see what gets detected in that area, and just try and get in the brawl and see what we can do. So I think there's 2 enemy light tanks, not 1 enemy light tank, and the 1 artillery. So we're going to go to this castle. We have a few tanks coming with us. This is where I like to kind of play this side, from this spawn, just because I know I'm going to get into a fight and just be able to just get into a battle early as possible is what I want to do. Hopefully our team pushes up with us and we get a bit of support. Enemy light tank has been detected on the other side, just trying to spot our team up there. I'm going to ignore him for the time being and just try and get into this sort of fight. Our friendly light tank has made an aggressive play there, but he is at least giving us a little bit of information. So hopefully, it looks like nothing's pushed up this early. So I might actually play quite aggressively here, because I have spotted, on the other side of the map, you see 5 tanks have been spotted on the other side of the map, which makes me believe that maybe there's not that many tanks this side. So I'm going to try and push in early doors and get into a fight. We do spot this enemy STA2 in front of us and an enemy Wraith there. But we're in a good position. You see we're hold down, and we can actually bounce shots when we are hold down here against tanks with equal tier to us. But then I get a huntsman which comes behind us. Now this is a problem, because I need to just kill this huntsman as quickly as I possibly can, because the enemy team start pushing up and fighting us whilst if I'm in like a 2-way cross, I'm going to die. So I'm trying to kill this huntsman as fast as I can, trying to focus him out. I've got an enemy heavy tank also trying to shoot me, but thankfully we are able to kill this huntsman without losing too many hit points, putting ourselves onto 2,000 damage, and now we can focus on this IS-3, try to track him in place there, but we do get a shot in, putting him onto a 2-shot, and then we manage to finish him off with the help of our team, and now we can go back and fight these tanks there. So good start to the game here, and thankfully we killed that huntsman quickly and reacted quickly, otherwise we could have been in the spot of bother there. But with that huntsman and IS-3 destroyed, we can now spend all of our attention on the tanks in front of us. Looking to try and hit this light tank. Unfortunately, I missed it earlier, but this STA we should be able to bully, quite comfortably. Looking to see if we can get a shot into that tank destroyer though, see if we can finish him off, because it is a dangerous tank. We do put him onto a one shot there. Would like to get the kill shot if possible, so we don't have to worry about that tank. But when we have a tanks are crossing now, and we're able to try and farm, I think that's like the SCA one from earlier, and we're able to get shots in, putting us under 3,000 damage. He's stuck in the middle, he's free damage for us at this point. Hopefully we can just try and finish him off and pick up our third kill, which would be good if he just backs up enough for us to get that shot in. And he does, and we kill the SCE 1, putting us onto 3 kills, 3,000 damage. And now we can pay our attention to the mediums in front of us. Tank destroyer Scorpion G gets spotted at the back. Obviously that's a dangerous tier 8 tank because it's got a big nasty gun with a lot of penetration, so we have to be careful of that tank. Earth Shaker gets taken us out, bringing us to a 13 versus 7, 4,000 damage with 3 kills, and the game hasn't even been going that long, so we've managed to pick up quite a lot of damage in a short space of time. And now we're going to see if we can try and top this up and get as much damage out as we can, because there's still 7 tanks remaining, so there's still quite a lot of damage potential available for us. I think there is a 3-man tier 9 platoon, I believe, and they are still alive. They must have been the platoon which has gone to the other side. I want to try and kill the tanks in front of us, so then we can try and cross and deal with those tanks if possible. We're looking to see if we get a shot into this Scorpion G here. If he backs up enough, we might be able to squeeze in a shot, but it doesn't look like he's going to back up enough. He is getting pushed by our friendly tanks. I'm just going to ignore him for the time being. Had a weird bit of lag there. Don't know what really happened. But thankfully we are back in the game and we're going to see what we can do. It's now 12 versus 6. The enemy team are getting a little bit surrounded. I feel like I probably should just go in a little bit quicker than this, because I'm sort of missing opportunity to get damage, the longer this game goes on. But there is an enemy like Cobra, which I don't know where it is. I want to be a bit alert of that. I don't want to get clipped out by that tank. And yes, I'll just be a little bit careful there. So I am going to try and come in. And I decided I'm going to go and see if we can flank and get rear shots onto these tanks, which are caressing the ridge in front of all of our tanks. And hopefully they'll be distracted by the tanks coming towards them. And then I may be able to get easy side shots in. Use the mobility to create that angle and see what we can do. We do spot the enemy Cobra there to the right hand side of us. Hopefully we can have nice shots into that tank, and we should be able to just get some shots in. Also I've got to be careful if he turns and just tries to clip us. He's fired 2 shots though, so I know he's only got at least, he's in fired a third. He can only have 1 shot left in this clip, so he does shoot it. Now he should be reloading, so I won't be able to take any more damage off that tank. Puts us on to 3 kills, just shy of 5,000 damage, 400 assistance, and 1 enemy tank remaining. Can we get there just to put us over the 5,000 mark and pick up another kill? We will see. So we're going to try and get over there. I think it's an enemy pattern, I believe, a tier 9 pattern. We do have a friendly tank coming with us. This game is won now, which is about how much we can do before this game ends. We snapped the shot and we missed the shot. It's actually a Skoda, but thankfully we get the ram and we're able to finish it off anyway to put us over that 5k mark with a 4th kill. Bring an end to the video. So see how we got on, and then we'll say our goodbyes. We do get 4 kills, 5,060 damage, 400 assistance, confirming the ace tanker there and the high caliber. So that's it for the video in the Indien-Panzer. Thank you so much for watching and happy tanking.
Enemy in sight. Hadouken!